All right, hey everyone, my name is Maria, and over Stackathon, I built Evo-pearl. So Evo-pearl is inspired by Evo-Lisa, which is a project that was built, I think, in 2008 by Roger Alsing, where he used a genetic algorithm to evolve a group of polygons to look like the Mona Lisa. So I wanted to try that, but in JavaScript, and use a picture of Vermeer's The Girl with the Pearl Earrings, so hence Evo-pearl. So I guess it's a little controversial whether you can call it a genetic algorithm, because usually when you have a genetic algorithm, you have a population where the fittest individuals get to mate and procreate, and then they're competing against each other. That turned out to be really computationally expensive, so we really have just a parent and a child competing against each other. So population of two, some people just refer to this as like a hill climbing algorithm because you're really incrementing on a previous solution. So basically what's happening is that as each generation gets called, actually here, let me start running this. I started running this morning, so you could see a little bit of progress. And you might see some changes, but at this point, as the generations go up, the changes become like more and more gradual. But basically, each time a generation gets called, the polygons get to shift and mutate a little bit, whether that's changing their color, their transparency, their shape, or their position on the page. And then it gets immediately rasterized to the screen, and then there's a pixel by pixel comparison going on between the top image and the bottom image. So you can imagine that the arrays that contain all the pixel images are really large, and this is just like a really computationally heavy thing to do. And it's being done like 60 times per second, I believe. So I used Paper.js to do the drawing. Paper.js was really great for this because it has its own virtual DOM, so you can manipulate polygons without having it be rendered every single time you make a tiny change. So basically, I was able to take my layer, remove it from the canvas, do all the mutations on the polygons, and then just draw it there again for it to be rasterized. So I would just say that Paper.js also gave me animation, so that made the generations a lot easier because animation is asynchronous. You're not blocking up I/O while the computation is occurring. So, so that's pretty much Evo-pearl, and I thought I would just maybe start it over again so you can see maybe a couple, like just how it starts up. So these are kind of the initial drawings, and what you were looking at before was around generation 10,000, so now we're just slowly trying to get there. And I have a few examples from when I ran this a little while ago, and I would just maybe show you how it handles different pictures. If I can just get this to move over. Here are a couple more attempts at Evo-pearl. As the programmer, I feel like I had to make a lot of tweaks. Because based on what you assign the probabilities for different kinds of mutations, it can produce better hill climbing, essentially. Here is a picture of it trying to draw my dog. And here's a picture of this. I think was just a bad set of controls. But this is an attempt to draw the Mona Lisa. All right, so that's Evo-pearl, and thanks a lot for listening.